Hello and welcome back to Benjamight Gaming for another one of my Quest to 200 videos as we're following along the main storyline of Dofus. We are coming up close to the end of this side quest we've been on as we've been chasing the Dokoko Dofus, or the Dokoko, depending on how you say it. We've been on this little journey because we were waiting for the babies to be born for our Emerald Dofus questline, and I'm happy to say that they're all there now. Now, I haven't taken that next step on the quest yet because I wanted to make sure to record this and continue the story over there. So, I want to wrap up Moon Island first because we are literally like one quest step away. We bring this up. Achievements, Moon Island, here we are, Moon Meeting. And this is where we can get our Dokoko. Look at this, we're actually at almost 3,600 achievement points. That's pretty amazing. How far are we? It says we're 16% of the way on the main quest. That's pretty cool. If you remember right, we talked with Mama Voodoo here, and she gave us a little seedling, and now we're supposed to go get some fertilizer. Now, if we look under our encyclopedia, the Forbidden Jungle area, these guys will drop the moon fertilizer, which at the moment looks like it has a 30% drop rate. It's beefed up there a little bit, but let's slap on some idols. Oh, that was another thing I wanted to let you know. My little idol combination that I've had so far has just been a little hodgepodge of things that I've been using literally all the way up to this point. But I finally broke down and spent some money and made some crafts, and I've got me some Hulus now and the Yosh, which I know that's a pretty popular combination. People will put on these three and three Yosh. And I don't blame them because it does get you a pretty nice score. Look at that. 367% XP bonus. That's not too shabby. Now, I don't think that's the highest combination in the game. It's sad how few idols I actually own. But in some ways, I wasn't quite sure what to buy, and my team changes from time to time. So what idols will work good with some may not work good with others, and so I'm excited to finally have that combination. Now let's see, what does that do? That should put us up pretty high on the drop rate. 100%. I like the looks of that. Now hopefully I don't get myself killed while trying to hunt these. Now the Forbidden Jungle is just north of here. And what kind of mobs that we got? Let's see, 752. That's actually a really good mob. Now the Dustragos, those don't actually drop it. Those green devourers, though, you got to be careful of because if they get next to you or close to you, they'll just draw you over and then they one-shot you. They just suck you up inside of them and kill you. So let's stick with an easier mob to play it safe because all we need are the drops. We're not trying to get XP out of this. We just need those fertilizers. I'm not sure how safe this is going to be. In fact, one of these guys are going to have to go down closer to them. And I need it to be somebody who can move first turn. Alright, so we'll go with that. If you're not familiar with how these idols work, the Yosh here, anytime you hit an enemy from a distance, it's going to stack damage on them. They get 10, plus 20, plus 40, so they're getting a 70% buff each time I've hit them from a range because it's stackable. So that says stackable 4 times. Oh, there's only 3 enemies, so those other ones fell off. The other ones, anytime an enemy dies, the rest of them will get a buff. And so I think with that combination I have on there, they would get 6 MP buff or something like that. So it would be substantial. Switch over here. All right, well, I gotta run, get some distance here. Okay, there we go. Sorry, my screen seemed to have gotten kind of switched up on me here. I wasn't ready for that. Ooh, here we go. This will be nice. Switch places pretty easy here. Blasto. All right, that's good. Ooh, and I just saw the challenge here. Although, well, I don't know. We may not be at 100% with just these 3. Something tells me we're not really hurting for prospecting here at the moment. See how he tried to pull me across there? So they'll suck you all the way across, and then they just swallow you, and it's over. Definitely be careful of those guys if you come out into this area Alright, let's go ahead and... oh, I did also... I guess there's been a few things changed since my last video. Another thing I did was I went through each of my classes and checked out some of their alternate spells, because I hadn't really looked at those yet. You know, I've gone up a lot of levels, but I hadn't checked to see if there was anything else I'd rather be using. And there are a few spells I swapped out. Not a lot, but there's a few. So you might see some things used that are a little different. Ooh, here we go. Get some pushback on that one. Ooh, I got lucky there too. I almost used the same spell twice. That would have kind of stunk. Man, she... Okay, I can get across to that side there. Can I get an angle? There we go. There's something there. She's kind of limited. She's really good for close range with my agility spells. But as far as range... She's kind of hurting. I swapped one of these spells back to agility. I used to have 2 chance spells, but as the gear that I'm in at the moment, it's getting hard to find both chance and agility gear, so she's kind of going to be going back to more of a pure agility role here for a little bit. Not pure, but definitely more than what she would have been. Oh, can I reach it? No, I can't reach with that one either. Alright, I'm going to play it safe. I don't want to get too close and get myself smashed. Boy, they really want to get her. They sure are trying. Let's see. Let's evolve you again. Let's put protection on us. They're weak to fire. So, yeah, might as well take advantage of that. Gotcha. Can I reach? No. I was going to try to get some health back on. Got you covered there. Boom. All right, let's see how many. We got 3 each. Okay, we need 5. Yeah, we need 5 total. I wonder if these drops are worth much. Ooh, that flower's worth a little bit of money there. And the glue, not too bad. Okay, let's see if we can find ourselves one more good mob here to fight. Not the big one. Let's check over here to the left. Okay, that's got 3, and there's 4 in the mob, so we would have both trophies at that point. You know what, though? We had a really good drop rate without these on. What's the drop rate with just those 3? Because I like the idea of not buffing them with a bunch of MP. Damage, I'm not worried about if I can keep my distance. What's that put them at? That's about 80%. 4 out of 5, that's pretty good odds. So I think we'll just go with that. Especially since we only need 2 more, and there's 4 enemies in that mob, so each character gets a roll on each enemy for a chance to have a drop, I believe. That reminds me, I actually plan on trying to make a video here at some point breaking down how much prospecting makes a difference or doesn't make a difference. Because that's something I've always been a little bit curious about, is how much prospecting is it worth having to make a difference in a fight? Just an interesting thought. I just thought I'd throw that out there for you. Okay, let's go ahead and hit you back. Let's do it again. Can I get that? Oh, I don't want to get that close. I want to be able to get back here behind there. So I'm going to play it safe, because I want to get behind something they can't just suck me back across. Whew. And that is, oh wow, he's my nice little stop blocker there. Let's see, the bonuses, kill him last. All right, I think I'll try to keep him alive for now. I can go ahead and put some hurt on him though. There we go. All right, we'll leave you there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah, it's only a few spaces. This far away, I'm not too worried about it. But especially since I took the MP buffs off there, that helps too. All right, let's put this out here. Evolve it. Go ahead and protect us. Oh, that harpooner's so much fun. Keep you alive. All right, we're almost there. Ooh, negative 93. Oh, I'm standing on that glyph. Yeah, I forgot about that. And we'll check. Ooh, it'd be enough to finish it off. Yeah, this glyph right here, if you try to walk across it or anything, it sticks you to it, and it steals 100 MP. It's not like a normal glyph where you can walk on it. As long as you don't end your turn on it, you're okay. This one, you can't touch it. Or it can't touch you either, because that's technically what happened here. All right. There we go. Oh, it looked like it sucked across. Oh, man. Luckily, I think he ran out of MP, or that would have been bad. That was almost the end of old Graybeard. All right, let's go ahead and finish this guy off. Take a bit of teamwork here, but we can do it. This is one of the spells I recently put back on. It's another strength spell. There have been several times when I wished I could have used a diagonal attack with her, and so having that back is actually kind of nice. Okay, now I can't get around. If I touch it over here, it'll stop me, but at least I'll be lined up where I can use this spell on him. You gotta love it when a plan comes together. Okay, and let's put this here. Might as well evolve it. All right. We are almost got the fertilizer we need here. Is there anybody missing? Nope, everybody's health is pretty good. So we'll just go ahead and finish this thing off. And let's see, does that give us our 5? There we are, 2 more. We're good to go. Okay, now we need to go to 31-7, which is right here. And there's a totem up there that we need to go put our fertilizer in. So let's zip up there real fast. All right, here is the totem we're supposed to click on. I'm assuming that's a giant representation of moon. Looks like there's another little totem pole back there. All right, let's click on this, see what happens. All right, it says the quest updated. Talk to the servant of moon, which I believe that's the entrance to the moon dungeon. All right. Well, I'm kind of excited. The moon dungeon will actually be one of the first mechanic-oriented dungeons that we've done so far. He actually has a invulnerability state that we'll have to deal with. So that'll be fun to encounter. All right, let's head over there to the entrance to the dungeon. All right, here is the moon dungeon entrance. We got the servant of moon. Let's see what she has to say. You in front of Moon's door. You go back unless you got sacred key. Well, I've got the sacred bunch of keys, which seems to magically regenerate. I think that's good enough. All right, I want to slap some cool music to this, run through this dungeon, and then we'll pick back up in the boss's room. Okay, before I started things, I just had to comment on this starting room. This looks so awesome. So this looks like the giant door we just went through. I like how you can see it here. And then it's like there's a totem pole right there at the front of the screen, like it's right in our face. I love the layout of this room. All right, I just had to comment on that before we get going. All right, let's do this. Wow, actually I was a little bit nervous in that last room. The biggest reason I kept trying to take out those big green guys first is because I had all those MP idols on. And that room had 2 of them. And I was like, oh no, there's no way I can get both of them out before one of them runs around. And sure enough, he ate half my team. But we made it. All right, let's see. This area is awesome. Look, you can tell we're on the top of a totem. How cool is that? Now here's Moon. I don't know if you're familiar with Moon or not. I bring this up because I know that I have a lot of new people that have been watching the channel and stuff. I'm sure those beginner guides are kind of helping with that. So if you've never made it to the Moon dungeon yet, it has a pretty neat mechanic to it. So basically what's going to happen is Moon here is going to have like a dark version or a shadow version of himself that's running around. So then that dark version is going to be putting little totems on the field, different colors. The colors are associated with your spell. So the red totem would mean a fire totem. The blue would be a water totem. So what's going to happen is as those totems get put out there, there's also going to be a glyph with the same color that pops up out there. I know this sounds crazy. It'll make sense in a moment, but I figure if I walk you through it before I start the fight, then when you see the fight, you'll understand what's going on. So what's going to happen is you have to get the totem of the same color on the glyph of the same color, and then Moon will become vulnerable to that element of attack. So if I got a blue totem on a blue glyph, then he would become vulnerable to chance attacks until it either got moved off or whatever. Now the totems itself, the way you move those is you have to hit them with the element that they're associated with. So a blue totem has to be hit with a chance spell, and then it's going to track it straight to wherever you're standing. So basically, let's say these little poles right here are the glyph. That's the blue glyph. You'd want to stand on the other side of it, and if the blue totem was here, you stand here, hit it with a chance attack, which draws it over, and it stops right here. I know it sounds crazy, and this is only a level 100 dungeon, so the mechanics here are actually kind of simple compared to what you get into in the much higher level dungeons, but once you see it, you'll understand it's not as wild and crazy as you would think. With that out of the way, let's check to see what achievements we got for this guy. Okay, so it looks like versatile statue, score 75. I might be able to put on a score 75. I don't think that would be too bad. We'll see what happens. We can at least get that score of 75. Oh, look at this. We got a couple people in here. Looks like there's a squad getting ready to do this one as well. All right, let's see what idols do we got. So I've got the MP ones on here. I don't think that would be too bad. Oh, 72. Just short on those. We got... No, that's going to cause more trouble than anything if I put that on there. Wow, look at these. All these give me a negative score. That's not what I want. Well, I guess that 50% damage is probably going to be my best bet. Okay, so I'm guessing the reason this has a lower score is because this one starts out at... They could at times have less than 50%, whereas this is just a straight 50%. So let's try sticking that on there. That gets us 103, which is plenty. In fact... we only need to be over 75, so we can go ahead and drop that as well. I don't know. Let's see what kind of drops does this guy got. He got anything that's very valuable? Moon hair? Nope. 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 That's okay. I remember this used to be worth kind of like the Pandora Master Fabric. I think is what it was called. I think Pandora Master Fabric used to be worth millions of commas, but it's not worth hardly anything now. This is the same way. This used to be worth a ton of money, but it's not worth a whole lot now. Okay, so I don't need a big extra score there. Let's do this. Let's take on the Moon and get our Dokoko. All right, so Moon's here. I won't be able to hit him first. I'm gonna start. Let's start the whole team over here on the right, so I can maybe shield everybody. There we go. Moon goes first. All right, now you're gonna see the dark version of him pop out. That's him right there. And then, okay, and so what he's gonna do, see how he puts out a totem? It's the blue totem. And then where he stops, if I remember right, okay, where he stopped, he put the blue marker. So if I hit him, I switch places with him. That's how I get him off the glyph. That's one way to do it. But let's do this. And I need to move that totem over a little bit first. Let's see if I go here and hit it, that should draw it to me. Now my plan is I'm going to take one of these guys and hit him to get him off, and then use a chance spell to pull it across there. That's the plan. We'll see how that goes. And then, all right, and let's see, focus. I'm not too worried about those. Oop, am I gonna be locked? Okay, I'm not locked. So let's go ahead and tear up on one of these guys with her. Oh, getting stopped there on the glyphs. All right, here we go. Put this down. 1, 2, and Blasto 3. All right, I get some hurt on that one. All right, we're gonna find out here in a moment if I remember correctly, if all I gotta do is hit him. I'm thinking that's all I gotta do to switch places. Yep, there we go. All right, now do I have, okay, I do have a water attack. I can use it straight. Okay, and see right there? See, it's not as bad as it sounds. It sounds like a lot, but it's not that bad once you see it in action. And now if I hover over top of him, see here at the bottom where it says 0% resistance to water, whereas the other ones have 200? So now we can hit him with water attacks, like so. Boom. Now that's the only thing we can hit him with so far, but more totems. Each time that Dark Monkey has a turn, he pulls out more totems, and you can get him vulnerable to more things. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to use this to kind of buff up my other water attacks, and then I think I can get an angle. Yep, there we go. Oh, that's not much of a buff. I'm better off just doing some damage here. It's not like Moon's gonna one-shot me or anything. I'm not too worried about that. Especially since we didn't put all those big damage buffs on him. He ain't a happy monkey though, that's for sure. Okay, so now that's the yellow one. That would be the one that we could use to make him vulnerable to strength. But I'm not too worried about that. I got enough water damage abilities that I think I can take him out. Because see, what happens also is after the 4th turn, I think it is, once all 4 colored totems are out there, the field gets reset. The Dark Monkey will wipe all the totems, wipe all the glyphs, and then you gotta reposition those. So the goal would be to take out Moon before that can happen. So we'll see. I'm actually taking a little more damage here than I'd like to be. Okay, I'm gonna finish you off. You're almost gone. These guys can hit pretty hard. I was actually not expecting that so much. Oof, they just got a whole bunch of... Alright, let's hit you. Boom. Alright. They don't lose all their MP when they walk on the glyph. What's that all about? Oof, just pushed me right over it. Well, I was going to be able to get an angle on that. All right, how's everybody health? Okay, she needs some health. So this is one of the new healing. I switched to this healing spell. It doesn't heal as strong, but it does not require a line of sight, which is awesome. I really like that ability, and it has a further range. So like, I think, yeah, see like that? I can heal the Feka clear over there, through the wall and everything. That was a change I'm actually pretty happy with. Alright, is that thing gonna move out of the way? I don't think it is. This big bird though, that's the one I need to kinda... Alright, I'm gonna MP buff you because you can hurt Moon probably the best. Let's see if I can finish you off. There we are. As if they didn't have enough MP yet. Let's see, 20 MP? Wish I ran around with 20 MP. Ah. Moon also has a spell. This little hammer that you see him throwing and swinging around, you can actually get that as a special spell for your character. Look at that, he doesn't even know what to do with all his MP. He's just running back and forth. But I don't remember what you got to do to get that spell. But that is there if we want it. All right, let's do this again. Hit you again. Boom. All right, now that we don't have quite as many things messing with me. Ooh, and this thing's weak to earth. Let's put you back. Blast you. Is that enough to finish you? Oh, yeah. All right, and then I can hit you with water. See, this is an attract spell. And go ahead and hit you with that too. It's enough of a hit that it makes it worth it. And let's see. That's not too shabby. I think I can only use that one once though. All right, let's go ahead and hit him with some coins. He might be low enough because we got 1, 2, 3. We got 3 of the 4 out here. He might be low enough that my Feka can finish him off. We'll find out here in a second. Depends on if he ends in a straight line with her. Because she needs to do... Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. All right, we'll step over here. As soon as the angry monkey gets done. Here we are. Oh, yeah. We got this. GG. GG, Moon. All right. Got some glue. And we got our trophies there, or we got our achievements there. Okay. Oh, we get to talk to Moon. What kind of a voice would you use for a monkey? You're a great warrior, and I appreciate that. Sometimes I get bored up here in my tree with only plants and dodos for company. Nothing better than a good fight to change things up. Say that I agree. As a thank you for being such great amusement, I'll show you my secret hammer throwing technique, and I'll also let you use it in my name. I'll have to ask you to leave then, though. If you hang around too long, my worshippers are apt to get upset. It would be a shame to see you become a stew. The cannibals. All right, let's offer him that root. Bites into a root and burps long and loud. Yum! I love those. When you're a mite tired, this wakes you up in no time. I know that these roots are very rare, so I really can't appreciate what your gift is worth. If I can give you anything in return, say that we would be very happy to get a Dokoko. Ah, of course, I would be happy to give you one. Add that old Gropinson's also been looking for a Dokoko, and that he's been looking for one for years. Yeah, the old Gropinson Grueler-Yule. Ah, is he one of your friends? If it will make him happy, one of my dodos will bring him a Dokoko. It cost me practically nothing, and I've got loads more than I need. Thank you for being so generous. That's so cool, we achieved it. It's nothing, you're welcome. Feel free to come and see me next time you're passing by the island. You owe me a rematch. Leave Moon's tree. Oh man, all right, let's get the rest of the team out here first. All right, here we are. We're outside the dungeon. We got our prizes, and there it is, the Dokoko. Oh, that's awesome. Now, technically, this is not one of the primordial Dofuses, so it's not a real Dofus, but by golly, it's way better than the Dofua, which is basically the only Dofus I've managed to get so far. So that's awesome. Let's accept that. Take a look. Awesome. The cannibals claim that the moon's tree is actually a sleeping dragon. The immortal being came down from the moon and took the form of a great cocoa nut tree to shade a princess from the blistering sun. Then he dozed off. So does that mean the Dokoko, fruit of the moon's tree, is a genuine Dofus? The jury's still out on that one. Well, it is for us. It's the closest thing I've got so far. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, we got one. All right, well, that's fantastic. So As I mentioned at the start of the video, we have the babies that we needed now for the Emerald questline, so I'm gonna end this video here. I do got one question for you real quick though, so don't leave just yet. So in the next video, we're gonna head over there to Bonta and we're gonna pick up where we left off in that Emerald Dofus questline. I know I keep saying we're getting close, but it's only because it's the closest I've ever been. I've never gotten past this step in the questline before, so I'm pumped to see what comes next. But I do know there's still quite a few steps to go, and I am excited to continue this journey with all of you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. All right, so my quick question for you. On this video, I've recorded the webcam with my border around it that I typically use when I'm streaming. It's just something to kind of help separate the webcam picture from the background. Do you guys like the border, or do you prefer it without the border? Here, I can turn it on and off to give you an idea of what that looks like. So that's with it off, that's with it on. Do you like it better with it on or off? If you could leave me a comment below and let me know your preference, because I only did it for this one because I kind of want to see what it looks like and see what you guys think of it. I'd like to get something that kind of fits the theme and the colors better. This is just a free one that I found, so it's what I've been using just because it was free. But if you guys like it, I'll try to track down something that looks a little nicer, but I want to make sure before I pursue that you guys like it, or maybe you preferred it when there wasn't something there. I don't know if it's distracting or not. I guess that's the part that I'm worried about. But if you could, leave me a comment below. Let me know if you like it or don't like it. Also, if you could do me one super quick favor and just smack that like button, helps YouTube promote my videos and let people know that I'm here. And also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're new and you don't want to miss out on any of my future content that I make. You guys all be safe out there, and I will see you on the next one.